Thank you, George. Good evening, everyone. Your Eminences, your Graces, distinguished hosts of the American School of Classical Studies, beloved, esteemed Archons and Archondices, and I love that term that we coined this week because I know my wife back home in Canada is watching on a live stream that's going on right now, and it's without her, I would not be able to do some of the things that I do as an Archon and involved with the church. Beloved sisters and brothers in the Lord, Christos Anesti. I'd like to start by saying what an amazing facility the American School of Classical Studies is. I'm so impressed with everything that they have done. As mentioned, they restored the Stoa Vatalos in 1956, where we had our opening on Monday morning. What an amazing and emotional experience. I congratulate them, continue the great work, and when I have more time, I will definitely come back and spend more time here to see everything that there is. As president of the Archons of the Ecumenical Patriarchate in Canada, the Order of St. Paul the Apostle, I'm happy to express our tremendous pride in sponsoring the reception this evening, and to let all of you know that this is the first time that the Archons of Canada have participated in these all-important international conferences for the benefit of the ecumenical throne. It will definitely not be our last time. We have 7 Canadian Archons here this week. At the next conference, I'm sure we will have more, because we have some great things to tell the Archons in Canada, and I'm sure they will love to come out and get more engaged. I'd like to single out the leadership of His Eminence Archbishop Sotirios of the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of Canada and the Arctic, who has encouraged the participation of the Order of St. Paul in this vital conclave in Greece. We have been welcomed with open arms and loving hearts by all the Archons here and by the members of the organizing committee. On behalf of the entire Order of St. Paul, I would love to especially acknowledge and thank National Commander Archon Megas Actuarios Dr. Anthony J. Liberakis for his leadership and for including us in an active role in this conference, as well as Archon Konstantin Sideridis, who has been the liaison between the organizing committee and myself. I've met many Archons, other hierarchs, and made many new friends so far these last few days. I look forward to meeting more of you and to getting to know you better in the future. I'm a proud Greek Canadian, born and raised in Canada, to Greek immigrant parents who both immigrated to Canada from Greece in the 1950s and 1960s. And there they found a country that welcomed them with open arms. As a Canadian and as an Archon of Canada, I have personally witnessed and experienced the opportunities that Canada offers and affords its citizenry to engage the religious beliefs without fear of persecution and to raise their families within their own faith and cultural traditions. In fact, in 1960, Canada passed the Bill of Rights, recognizing that its citizens should be free of discrimination due to race, color, religion, or sex. And in 1982, Canada enacted the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, which entrenches these in the Constitution of Canada. This is why fighting for religious freedom and against religious persecution is so important for the Archons of Canada. We as Archons of the Ecumenical Patriarchate must do everything in our power to raise awareness among our political leaders for the protection of the liberty of the purely spiritual mission of the Mother Church of Constantinople. We who are the children of the Ecumenical Patriarchate around the world must continue to be a diaspora in action, and the Archons of the See of St. Andrew must continue to be the vanguard for the international movement to ensure the freedom and opportunity of the Mother Church. I congratulate you all for all you have achieved since the first international conference in Brussels in 2010, only 14 short years ago. Our keynote speakers here over the past 2 days have provided thoughtful insights on the theme of our conference, religious freedom, democracy, and human rights. Unfortunately, these basic rights are lacking in many parts of the world, and it is in our hands to do something about that. And today we are here in Athens on the eve of the first global summit of Archons, which I know will also be very productive. That is because I see the determination in all of you to keep moving forward, to achieve so much more in our efforts to promote religious freedom, democracy, and human rights. Maybe, just maybe, one day, through our determined efforts, we can even hold a global summit in the city that is the home of our mother church, Constantinople. Many great achievements have been born out of a dream. It is in our hands. Thank you.